The power of influence. A whimsical ability to sway those around you toward a certain goal or motive. Throughout life, we encounter all kinds of people, and in turn decide which influences will impact our lives. Sometimes these influences are planted without our knowledge because they're ingrained in us from childhood, or even birth. Institutionalized ideas about the world, but I beg you to ask the question, who is this meant to serve? Literature telling us about the days of old illustrate a picture and does its damnedest to depict the typical conflict of right and wrong, black and white. There's really no room for debate amongst those times unless you're privy to the whims of Lucy and the whispers from the willows. A gray area where possibility and questioning are possible and left for you to decipher. For the longest, we have been fighting amongst ourselves, and I ask, to what end? Time and time again, history repeats itself, and our folly comes shortly after because ignorance remains bliss and don't take accountability for our choices. Can we even call ourselves human anymore? We've given up our humanity. And for what? Falsified glory, fame, money, and influence. You would think from all sources of literature, whether it be the Bible, William Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, and all the way to someone like Dr. Seuss, that we would wake up from our own slumber, boundaries laid out so that our own providence shall not be impeded, nor our humanity tempered. Yet I say we have done the opposite, lost ourselves within the flashes of glamour that hides the reality that what once took time and integrity to achieve is now given away like a glorified participation trophy. How did we get here? I see the treachery clearly, and because of that, even if I must battle it alone, this serpent will not claim my humanity. I will not give it quarter for my own sanity. I will not bend a knee to heighten my own vanity. I will use my power of influence to deliver clarity. Do not mistake my words for trying to be a savior of any kind. I am just a man looking for another way. A way that doesn't continue to smear the walls with blood and tears. The influences I succumb to put me in a seat to face my fears. A demon cultivated by my own mishaps and desired dominion in my heart. Instead of repelling the demon, I embraced him and accepted him as my own because that demon is my child. A child I had not planned to have, but the child I needed. A child that allowed me to look in the mirror and see my fatal flaws and the ability to reflect and persevere. I've accepted my chaos and proved that it can be tamed. Actions have consequences, and everything that comes to has an origin. If it is your story, then why not take control? At points in my life, my demon led me astray, but I take accountability since I did not possess the wherewithal to tame my own chaos. Most will view chaos as a destructive force, and by itself remains true. But what if you tame that chaos? A well of power that is formless that can be given a purpose and a form of your choosing. My power of influence comes from a place of trial and error, claiming my flaws as my own and no one else's. I choose not to let my humanity be compromised for the mighty dollar. I choose not to let my humanity be compromised by the flashing lights that blind us to what really matters. I refuse to let my humanity be compromised because of someone else's views when they haven't walked a step in my shoes. I refuse to let my humanity be compromised for the satisfaction of the masses. My power of influence is for the people. I do not stand above the people. I stand alongside them, and they stand beside me. That is true leadership, and that is the real power of influence.